Hi guys, welcome to podcast Unplugged. I'm your host, Darren G.
And I'm your host, Joe Van.
That's right. Sorry, I was gonna jump right into something and say we have this little issue where as soon as we start our cast, it just glitches and freezes and all this jazz. So we're just
it restarts the entire program. It's very strange.
Yeah. So if you realize that
we're just having fun, we're hanging out.
Yeah. At first, you're like, what are these people doing? We're literally chilling, right? For the first 5-6 seconds, we're hanging out, we're having a good time. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yes. Skype is essentially reenacting what it's like to be born. It just everything goes black, and then all of a sudden there's a bright light, and it's glitching out and freaking out, and then it gets going. It reboots its entire system as soon as we hit start record. But we're here. We made it. So Darren. So.
What's up?
Okay, so you're in the studio. You're in our official studio, right?
Yeah.
We're live on air. I am not. Episode 1, I was actually very far away from what we consider space and time.
Entertainment.
So I'm getting back. I found a wormhole actually since our last episode, and I was able to contact some cosmonauts on the ISS, and so they kind of threw me on board. Not as like a rescue mission, but kind of as a. So I'm now in a jail cell, but I have a beautiful view behind me, and I'm back. I'm not officially back. I'm still in space. You were
just chilling in a space, luxury hotel.
Luxurious hotel.
I thought you were in
no, this is not a hotel.
What?
No. This is
jail.
Old ships, how they have those circular windows, and even the jail cells have that. That's what I have.
Lord Jesus, take the wheel.
So. Yeah, I know. Hey, whatever. I'm just going with the flow. That's what I said last time, right?
We'll
when
pray
you're in
for you
space,
down here.
You just go with the flow.
Yep.
That's right. Papa bless, baby. I'll get back to Earth. I'm just waiting for the vaccine to be found, right?
Sure.
And speaking of which, 2 companies have already done human trials, and they're 95% successful. So it might be coming out sooner than we thought, but still probably not.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's
I guess.
Crazy, and it's the success rate is 95, I think, or 99%.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Like this.
Yeah. Both of them are 95. The 2 competing companies that have found it so far. Yeah.
Well, what is this 5%? What is that? What's in the 5% though?
Yo, exactly. What happens?
Is
it just not effective, or are there terrifying side effects? It turns you into a squid creature or something.
I know.
Hopefully not. No, that's a space thing.
I know some. Well, I mean, there's the lizards and all this. These lizard people now. Have you been hearing about that? The lizard people?
Sure, George Bush. Yeah. I'm a little behind on the times.
People,
I'm sure there's more recent ones.
But yeah, there's lizard people all over. I've been hearing people saying their eyes are turning into lizards on camera. I'm like, what is this nonsense? But apparently, there's lizard people among us, and they're ready, and they're hiding, and good thing they're in space. That's all I have to say.
And the election was a fraud. And
yeah. Right about that.
Okay. Yeah. Total. On Twitter. Everything that Trump has been tweeting has been flagged with a little eye icon saying this tweet is actually disputed by the official sources, and people started making jokes out of that and stuff. So they would just tweet something saying everyone thinks I'm short, but I'm actually really tall, and then underneath it says this is actually incorrect, that kind of stuff. And then so I did that too, where I was just I am not, nor have I ever been the actor known as Patrick Wilson. And then I'm just saying,
yeah, okay.
Official sources dispute this claim. Yeah, because my entire life, as soon as I was 16, 17, everyone's hey, do you? Yeah. Literally anyone who sees me who's a stranger, you know that one actor from The Conjuring? You kind of look like him. I'm like, bro, come on. Oh well, it's kind of fun to have a celebrity lookalike, but. Yeah,
it's so funny because it's they make sense.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I got I got the same kind of nose, that kind of thing.
You kind of do. You look if you were in
I'm the younger Canadian version of him.
In his shadow or something. If you were his silhouette, you guys have the same kind of silhouette.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We got the same kind of profile going on. Yeah.
Man. Which, by the way, have you seen that movie?
We're in the show. Oh, yeah. I've seen everything Patrick Wilson's been in, man. Hard Candy was hard to watch, as the name might suggest. But, yeah, I've seen, basically everything he's done.
That was a little intense, but like is that with Ellen Page?
Yes.
Yeah. That was like one of her, like,
you
see, I
already
think
know.
that's probably the first time I maybe seen her. That's intense. Great. Awesome. Love it. Can't go wrong.
Movies. Yeah.
We recommend you check that out if you haven't seen it already. It's definitely probably not on Netflix, because anything you search on Netflix that you want is probably not going to be there. So just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
torn it. No, not saying that. I'm already in jail, so I can say whatever I want, you know?
True.
Russians got me. Torrent everything. Watch it all illegally. Be a pirate.
I'm trying to get my account.
I got my monkey.
Wow, you're
what
really
is
ready.
That? Your Netflix account? Yeah.
You already know I ain't got my own. I'm using someone else's. You already know, but I ain't trying to get that disconnected. Let's be serious here.
Yeah, let's be real for a second.
Does anybody actually wait? Nice. You do? Do you pay for your own Netflix? Yeah. No, come on. See, no one does.
Not me. I paid for my own Crave, and then I just was like, I can't afford this. This isn't worth it. I bought it for the last season of Game of Thrones, and then the second it was over, I was like, bruh, buy Crave.
I don't even watch any of those things anyways, because like I'm too busy trying to get the paper, so I don't have time to be watching like Netflix and all that. I don't even remember the last Netflix movie I watched. Let me try to really think.
Like Netflix original or just something on Netflix?
Oh, I watched Bly Manor.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that was like
that's a Netflix original.
Halloween. And that was
it was
like
thematic.
There was a reason and that was and that was like made well. You know what I mean? There's a reason. Like it's good. Like that's some good stuff. I don't have time for like the shitty like not the reboots.
The bulk
not, like,
of everything else.
I watched. Oh, do you know what I tried watching on Crave? I think it was on Crave. I don't know what it was on, but it was The Craft, but the reboot. Have you seen the original The Craft? It's like The Craft Legacy.
I think I only know it by name.
It's like witches essentially, but there was a reboot that just came out, and it was I did a review on it. I couldn't even honestly I couldn't get through an hour. I got through 56 minutes exactly. I just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I don't know if I kind of don't know if like certain movies are just out of my generation or like our generation, and I'm not saying that it's like we're so old or it's like, oh my goodness. It's just more of, I think it's like, is this supposed to be taken like seriously, or is it supposed to be taken seriously for a younger audience? Do you know what I mean?
Yo, that's actually a good question. Yeah, it does make one wonder when so many bad movies are pumped out. Is it just supposed to be on in the background while you're on your phone or something? Is that the new way to experience movies? Because if you actually pay attention to a lot of the movies, they're just complete trash. It's like hard to watch.
Horrible.
Yeah.
It's like I couldn't even watch. I'm just like, it's just too bad. Like, how do you just turn a movie? Like, I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna go back to doing something.
I don't know. Yeah.
I can't watch this.
Yeah, straight up.
Cannot. But it's like, no offense to the movie. Like, anyone that watched it and liked it, all right, y'all enjoy, clap, have fun, have a seance. But for me, it just it wasn't my gig. I'm sorry. It just wasn't for me. However, Hard Candy.
I haven't seen it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and agree with you without watching it. Yeah, The Craft is probably not
so
good.
Joe, you had a few things that you wanted to mention.
Yes. Okay, so you know what? Dang. Okay, so I got a list. Yeah, I'm gonna start at the top. Okay.
Okay, so you got a list.
That's the most exciting. It's a list with some stuff. We'll get to it as we go. We'll find out. The audience will come along with us on this fun little adventure. But the top one is books. So the reason I bring this topic up is because in the first episode, I'm in space, the craziest, vastest, most expansive, exciting place anyone can be. There's 0G. That it's like where you're in a different dimension almost.
True.
And yet I was talking about traffic. Very boring, not the most exciting topic in the world. So I thought I'd have a little fun, do the same thing, and this time talk about books. But I want to talk about
I love traffic.
Our experience with books. So, well, so that's what. Yeah, that was kind of the thing. So I want to start by asking, like, what was the last book that you read?
The last book that I read.
Yeah.
It's called Steal Like an Artist. Read that
okay, so like a nonfiction.
Yeah, nonfiction.
Yeah.
Read it maybe 4 or 5 months ago, maybe half a year ago.
Oh. Well, that's okay. I mean, all things considered, right? But yeah.
Honestly,
It's
maybe
funny that the last one you read was nonfiction. I like growing up, I swear, books were either textbooks or stories. I mean, obviously, nonfictions existed for a lot longer than before both of us existed, but it's just strange how, like, I write, right? You know this about me, that I've written books and that kind of thing, and they're fictions, they're sci-fis, but when it comes to my actual reading taste, I can't read other people's stories, and I don't know why. It's almost like television. I'm like too scared to jump in because I'm like, I'm gonna invest all this time, and what if it's bad? That kind of thing, right? Like, what if
Mm,
it's exactly not my taste and I just don't enjoy it? And I
mm,
actually had bad experience with one author where, like I enjoyed a movie adaptation of one of his books. So I bought a different book to see if like it's the same kind of style, and it just wasn't at all. And I regretted the shit out of it because I spent like 6 months reading this book, and I was like, I hate this. This sucks.
you hate
And
it.
then so after that, I was like, I'm just gonna do nonfiction because at least I like, unless the writing is really bad, I at least know what I'm getting into. If I buy a book on space or on gravity or on marketing or whatever, right?
Mhm.
So that's how I spent the last, I think, literally 5 or 6 years of my life. I've not read a fiction book except for my own. I've only read nonfiction, and I feel like kind of like a douche or a hypocrite or something because it's like I want other people to read my fiction, but then I won't read other people's fiction, you know?
Hmm.
I
It's a
don't
hard
know.
one.
Is that the
It's
world
a
we
hard
live
one.
in? Because yeah, like how frequently do you read?
Because
Like
it's like
aside from that one book, like
not frequent, and I have to kind of be in a mood,
yeah.
and like I have books that I want to read. It's just I have to be like in the mindset and like be ready to like dive into it and just get it like almost like I don't want to say done, but I just want to get it like accomplished almost where it's like, ooh, I set that goal and I just like
Yeah, yeah,
did it. Do you know what I mean? And it's like for certain things, I feel like certain people are like readers. They like to just read constantly.
yeah.
That's not for me like my basic form of like uh I like to soak things up as like
Existing.
as a sponge, but I find like for me
Yeah.
my reading skills aren't as like and my imagination isn't as vast where I can like attach the two so easily more where I'm like reading more often and understanding things and like putting this here and putting that there and like I rather just visually watch it. If that makes sense, I don't know how to describe it. It's just like books take a lot sometimes. Hi, are you there? You're frozen. Is he in space, guys? He's in space right now, guys. Sorry, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. Hey guys, sorry, having a little bit of technical difficulties right now. How y'all doing? I was talking about books and how books are really intense for me sometimes, and it's like I see it more as like almost like I don't know how to describe it. Maybe like a plate of food or something like this, where it's like think of
Oh
it
yeah, that's a good
or
description.
like yeah, or like a burger size. Like it's like ooh, a 1 pound burger. That's a lot to eat, and I have to eat it. Like you know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's like when you see a book, it's like oh my
Just
god, all
looking at it,
that.
you're like, I don't even know if I can start. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know how to describe it. Like that
Yeah.
kind of. That's where I
No,
left
what do
off.
you mean
Sorry.
you don't know how? Yeah, that's a perfect analogy. That's a great way to
All right.
describe it. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm on.
because I mean, what is a book but food for the mind, right?
True.
Transports you on a journey, right? That's how everyone described it as like the PSAs back in the day. Go to your local library, read
Yeah,
books. Yeah.
because having fun isn't hard unless you've got a library card.
That's
Right?
funny.
Bottom line.
Uh,
I think that's what it is.
yeah,
Right?
probably. Yeah, yeah.
Having fun isn't
Nice,
hard when you got a library card. Yeah, that's it. It is.
nice.
It's it's not hard when you have a library card. But I mean nowadays,
Not right now though. Don't go to the
yeah,
library. Yeah, yeah. Just order
nowadays
online, books.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, yeah. Give it a breath. Yeah, and then get back to the library. But yeah, hey, what are you gonna do? Books. Okay, so now that we're
You
done
gonna do about it?
with what are you gonna do about the books when you got them? Just read them, right? Take your
I'm
time.
gonna read them.
But yeah, so listen, let's do a flawless segue going from books, something that you sit down and you crank your neck and you just look at forever, and let's talk about the top afterlives. Now, many people probably don't know
Love
what the
that.
hell that means, or like, what am I like? What is that gonna mean? Like, what the hell am I talking
Yeah,
about?
like where are you taking
So we'll
us right
break it
now? I
down.
love that.
So I'm sure we've all seen the movie The Corpse Bride or the movie Coco. Oh,
Yeah.
I just disappeared for a second. I'm back. But
Space will do that to you.
uh space, yeah. The Russian ISS, even though ISS is supposed to be all nations, the Russian side of it can glitch out sometimes. But so we've all seen these movies about the afterlife, right? I mean, obviously, I'm giving silly examples, but when most people hear the afterlife, they think of like heaven or something, right? At least in the Western society, even if they're not religious, even if they're Jewish, and it's a completely different thing. Um, but there are
This is
different
true.
forms of an afterlife, right? So the ancient Greeks believed in the gods of Olympus, and they believed in the afterlife being Hades. So even though it seemed like it was like the underworld, like it should be hell, that was their only thing. All people took this river boat ride off to the eternal afterlife, right?
Oh my
So you
god, that
got
was like
Hades.
me in the grocery store 2 days ago at like rush
What do you
hour.
mean?
Ugh, I'm
What, just
literally
like
in
swimming
Hades.
with the dead people?
Like
Yeah.
so many people just. Where is your social distancing? Back up off me. Honestly, it's just
Right.
literally
All the hands are
you're
coming out of the
swimming
water
through
trying to
you're
grab
swimming
you.
through bodies. Like it's like oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Anyways,
Yeah.
continue.
Jesus. Well, yeah. Okay. So that's one. So then you obviously got the traditional heaven, which is clouds and stuff, right? Even though that interpretation didn't really happen until like the Renaissance in the 1700s, but you got that version of heaven where you got the little babies with the wings and you got the fluffy clouds that you can jump on and they're like mattresses, right? Lazy boy collection. And it's a great place to be. And then you got, I think it's called Jahannam, which is like the Islamic heaven. And it's basically the same thing, right? They don't have visual interpretations of it, but we got to imagine if it's the same God, it's just going to be fluffy clouds. Then you got something hardcore like Valhalla or Ragnarok, which are the two interpretations of, you know, Ragnarok might be like the apocalypse or something, but Valhalla is like a giant dining hall. So it's very funny because it's like the Vikings of Northern Europe made dining halls to drink in, and they're like, hey, you know what? I bet the afterlife is literally just a giant dining hall where you just get to get drunk all day and eat and have sex, and that's it. And that's just, and you're with all of the warriors of history in this giant dining hall where all you're
That's
doing is just having festivities. And
how
it's so dumb. It's like that. Yeah, that's the most simplistic interpretation of probably what the afterlife is. But it's like, hey man, you do
saying
you.
that. That's what hell
And then
is.
the final one is no afterlife at all, but reincarnation. Turn into a bird. Turn into an ant. Turn into a pig. Turn into a rich
I want to be an
person. You
ant.
know? You want to be an ant?
Yeah, I love ants.
You
They're so fun.
you yeah, but that would be such a quick life. Like how
But
long
then
do
I'll
they
just
live? A
come
day
back
or
as
two?
another ant. No,
That's true, I guess. Yeah.
that's what
Yeah,
ants.
you could
Yeah,
just keep going like that. Nice.
yeah. They're
Okay.
always just
So
hardworking. They always have like
that's true.
others around them. They always have a mission, and they're always just helping somebody else, which is the queen. And essentially, the queen helps the colony and all that jazz. So it's just like a nice little.
Nice.
And then like a little something will come and eat us, and then he helps other things.
Right. Yeah. And then you're technically still helping because you're food. Yeah.
Yep,
You're defending the
they're
queen.
great. I love ants.
Yo, that is a very noble. That's a very, very noble interpretation of it. Yeah. I love
Right?
that. I love that. Ants are kind of great peeps, you know? They're very
Yeah.
loyal.
I mean, they
They're
should
all
be in the
about
house like
brotherhood
stuff
and
like that. But they're great when they're out in
yeah.
nature. They just like they help the cycle so much. They eat like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
dead leaves. They even eat the leaves that are on the tree and stuff like that. Like they eat everything.
Yeah.
They use
It's
everything for
yeah,
something.
it's
They're
like
great.
a beaver making a dam. It's like you're literally working hard as just your natural way of being. It's like just working hard, helping out nature, like making sure to cut down the
Yeah,
trees
like
and
Ants Life. Is it Ants? The movie Ants and Bugs Life. Those two movies are like so good and
yeah,
so scary at the same time. Ants is scary, but
yeah.
Bugs Life is fun.
Um, I'm
And
sure you don't know, but I want to ask anyway. Do you know which one came out first? Ants or Bugs Life? I know they both came out the same year
I
because
feel
they
like
were in
Ants came out
competition with each other.
first.
Ants came out first, so you think
I feel
Ants
like
was the OG and then a Bugs Life was like
let me
they
just take a
found out
swing
about the
back.
idea and then took it?
Yeah, I feel like because I feel like when you watch this is just my personal opinion. Like, we need to. We'll
Yeah,
look this
yeah.
up in
Hey,
just a second.
yeah. Opinion
Um,
take. Yeah.
I just feel like Ants the graphics aren't as good. Where like the other
Right. Yeah,
one, the
yeah,
graphics
yeah.
are better. So like if that came out after, it's like, ooh, it's just
Yeah.
like amazing and better. But then if it came
Mhm.
out, wait, no, like I mean Bugs Life, because
Well, you're
Bugs
saying
Life
if it
came out
came out
after.
earlier.
But I'm saying if
Yeah.
Ants Life came out after Bugs Life, it wouldn't be as good. Everyone would be like, this movie sucks because Bugs
Right.
Life was
Yeah.
so much better. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know though. I'm just gonna say,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah. Bugs Life was
Ants.
iconic in comparison. Yeah.
Hell, hold on. It was right. Okay, hold on.
I mean, yeah, like it's always important to have the facts, but yeah. I oh, perfect. Screen share.
Okay, so it came out in
Um
1998. The Ants
which one's
movie.
that? Bugs Life?
This is
Ants.
Ants.
Okay.
And then here is Bugs Life. 1998. Okay, we need to go a little bit more in depth, people. We need to go in depth. Okay,
Oh
so the
God, yeah.
release, the
We just
release date of Ants 19 is 1998. October 2nd is the USA release date,
October. Yeah, yeah.
and A Bug's Life is November 25th, same year.
Wow. Yeah. So
It
you're right.
just doesn't make sense because it's like if I mean Disney's Pixar's, yeah, Disney's
Yeah,
Pixar's A
yeah,
Bug's Life. If that came out first, Ants would look like
mm.
literally ants compared to it,
Yeah, straight
right?
up. Yeah,
Or like think of it
yeah,
too.
yeah. The
Think of it
story
too.
is
Like,
just
why would I
yeah.
want to watch a movie about only ants when I just saw A Bug's Life, the whole
When there's
thing,
yeah, like you got caterpillars, you got butterflies, you
right?
got moths,
So it
yeah,
was like
crickets, you
Ants
got
was
so
such a
many
good success. Let's like expand it to like the whole life of the bugs.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That
let's
reminds me
make
of Honey,
that
I Shrunk the
that.
Kids. I don't know why.
Well, because it's like you're in that micro world, right? And there's not a lot of stuff like that. And probably it came out around the same time.
Oh my goodness, it's so
No, you're
funny.
good. Yeah, but okay. So now the question arises, Darren, what is your top afterlife?
My top afterlife. Okay. I
Like,
think it's
would you
just like
choose reincarnation as ants? Want to do?
I'm just like the basic, like we die, we go to heaven. If that's the case,
Yeah, yeah,
pardon me, I keep it nice and simple because like I have this super bad fear. I don't know what it is, but like
yeah.
it happened during the quarantine. So it happened like midway. I think I maybe
Okay.
had told you where I was like, I just need to like ground myself or something. I need time. I don't know what it is, but like I had this like revelation
Mhm.
where like I'm like it's not that I'm scared to die. It's more of when I die, because we don't know what happens after death, I just don't want to end up in Hades. Like that's it.
Right.
Like, do you
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, and I don't know how to do that except just kind of being myself and making others around me like make sure they feel safe and happy and loved.
You're good.
And like
Yeah,
that's it. That's the most I can do, really.
yeah, yeah.
Do you
That's
know what I mean?
yeah. Well, that's literally like
Like I
it's
don't
a
want to go to
survival
Hades.
instinct. Yeah, so even though you're talking about after death, it's the same survival instinct as during life. You wouldn't want to go to Hades right now while we're
Like I don't want to go to
alive. You
jail.
wouldn't want to go to a lava planet or go to jail
You
or
are.
be tortured or something. And then so it's like no, I'm not. I'm saying like of course.
I don't want to be.
Nobody wants to go to
I don't
Hades.
want to be stuck
Everybody
in
would
there.
rather be in a good place. Right? You'd rather be in the good
Exactly.
place than the bad place. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
So
Right.
yeah, do whatever you can on Earth to not like ensure that you go there, but like that's it's a good incentive to be a good person. So it's like
And
it's a win-win.
that's the thing where it's hard to say because nobody knows what happens. And like I would love to just to be
Yeah,
like, maybe I would love to just be reincarnated because I feel like 100%. You probably have this
and to
feeling
be the way.
too. I just feel like I've always like felt a certain. I've always felt like a little different from everybody else a little bit, where it's like certain people are
Yeah.
destined for certain things, and everybody has their own way in their own story, right? Everybody's goals are
Mhm.
different. Everybody's where they want to end up is different than everybody else. So I always
Yeah.
just think like you're never gonna. Usually, you don't get things when you're being like you have a feel like we're born with
Yeah.
this like I guess conscience, I guess you can say, right? Where when you
Yeah.
do certain things, it feels a certain way. I guess that's because that's
Yeah.
how we're
Yeah.
brought up, but it's almost like on borderline of like the Ten Commandments, which is kind of sucky, but it depends on certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
What's rule one is the don't pray to other gods, and then rule
yeah,
two is yeah, like
and
worship me every Sunday, and then
that's what I'm saying by
don't
it's kind of
steal, don't
gay a
kill.
little bit, and
Yeah.
it's a borderline thing where it's like it's you take a little bit. Like to take a little bit of everything, and that's why it's
Cherry pick the
hard. Just
best. Yeah.
that's why it's hard in this day and age. Personally, I think just to kind of be like, hey, I'm a hardcore Catholic. Like I can't. It just doesn't like it. I just think if you're happy inside and like doing what you want to do, and like that
That's the
makes you
most important
happy,
thing.
then like
It's the meaning of
you do
life
you.
is to find happiness. Yeah,
That's the way
absolutely.
I see it.
Cause yeah, I remember
I don't know if that
God,
answers the
well I
question,
yeah, no, it literally does. Yeah, yeah.
but you remember.
But I was gonna say I don't remember the person's name, but there was an individual who was like was like at a university or something, and he wanted to do an experiment
Okay.
where he would live exactly as the Bible commands,
Okay.
because it's got random stuff in there, and that's the same with like the Torah or the Quran. It has stuff in it that's very specific to its time that doesn't make sense anymore. So it's like in the Bible it says do not work Sunday, and no one's allowed working Sunday, and if you see anyone working Sunday you have to like throw stones at them, like super random shit that makes no sense.
That's the thing
And
where it's
then
like, oh, it's so
yeah,
sucky to kind of say.
like I'm not about
That's
that.
why I
Yeah.
made that comment. So I apologize again, anybody listening. I don't want to
Yeah.
offend anybody. You know what I mean? I just want to say,
Right.
like you mentioned there's some things that just don't make any sense.
Yeah, that it's very cultural specific to 2000 years ago. And there's tons of other stuff like it's okay to own slaves, that's in the Bible. They say
Yep.
make sure to treat your slave good and like don't beat their feet or beat their teeth so they can still eat. Like there's specifics on how to treat your slave. And it's like, bro, what the fuck? Like I'm
Remember
sure
you were
Jesus wasn't
mentioning
cool with
that
that.
in one of I think the AA podcasts. I think you were
One of the
mentioning it.
AAs. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
I
think we were
think I may
talking
have
slight
mentioned some of the weird
politics.
stuff in the Bible.
I think, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. How that's how slavery existed for so long in America is because it was justified in the Bible. So it's like the people were
yeah,
right. All the Christians were like, it literally says it's okay to do it in the book.
and
So it's
that's
like, yeah,
why
that's
it's
not good.
very interesting to like think about like how kind of America is so racist. But I'm not saying
Yes,
that like again, I'm not trying to offend anybody,
all of
but
America.
certain
Yeah, no,
parts
no,
of
no. But
America are a lot more racist
there
than
was a racist
others.
culture that
Where
exists.
they
Yeah,
got the
it's kind of
Trump
threaded.
sign still on the they got the Trump sign still on the lawn. They are not believing it.
Well,
You know
more
what I
than Trump,
mean?
they got the
They're,
Confederate flags,
they're
which
not
are
letting
like
it
the
down.
gross
Where they're
slavery.
like, this isn't happening. Like he's not president. Um, Trump still is like. I was
He
watching
wins
yesterday.
his second term.
This
Yeah.
guy's in the streets like still with the sign. I'm like looking at the time. I'm like, damn, what? Wasn't this election over
It's
like
been
weeks ago?
like,
They're still in
yeah,
the
literally.
streets
It's like,
rallying. They're still
yeah,
in the streets. Boo, they're
yeah.
still in the
Oh my,
streets. They're rallying still for him, and he's like out playing golf. He's chilling.
yeah. Doesn't give a shit about them. It's
Yeah,
insane.
it's just not like it's
It's
just
very
like.
strange.
But I mean, it's a new day and age where people, hopefully, people come around and start to see with this new
Yeah,
president
yeah, yeah,
things
yeah.
will be changed and like that's it.
It's
It's a
like
good deal.
so yeah, it's like social media. You know how social media will like change their format or their UI, and everyone goes, "Oh my God, I hate this. This sucks. What are stories? Like this is so annoying." But then eventually people come around because it's like the company's like, "Well, that's what's up. That's what we're doing." So you just got to get used to it, and then people get used to it.
Yep.
Right?
And
Like
then
how many people today are arguing or complaining about the design change Facebook made in 2008 or 9? It's like, oh, remember that third change that they made back in
what
2010?
about even
And then
just
they're already on their like
now?
12th change.
What about even
Yeah,
just
their
now
latest
where
change.
people are complaining about this Instagram change? Because I got a phone. My
Right.
phone
Yeah.
wasn't working at the beginning of the week, guys. So I had some phone issues at the beginning of the week where my phone just like blacked out. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you, once the new one comes out, the phone start blacking out. My phone just blacked out. I'm just like, what? I can't turn this thing on? Like, damn, I had to go up in the store, go turn. Oh my! I'm just like during COVID. I'm not trying to do this, FedEx. Like, come on, send me a phone
Yeah.
quick times. But they lying to me. I don't know. We ain't getting into all that because ain't nobody got time for FedEx right now and all that jazz. And it's COVID, okay. But at the end of the day, we get the new installs and all this stuff, and Instagram's telling me, okay, da 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 da, and then they're over there telling, oh, did you get the new update? Like you're hearing the people behind the desk, did you get the new update? Oh, I can't stand the new update. Da 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 da. I downloaded the update on my phone last night. Damn, they just moved a button to like the top.
Yeah, that's it. That's all they did.
And these
Yeah.
girls were in the
Freaking
store.
out.
We're going off. Like, oh,
Wait, what? They were in the store complaining about
they
something
were talking about it.
Instagram
They were
did?
talking about it on the they were talking about it about
Oh my
Instagram on
gosh.
the phone. So I was like, oh my goodness, get me out of here. One, two,
Yeah.
FedEx. How y'all gonna do me like this? How y'all gonna do me like this? But I can't go that long without a phone. I'm sorry. Like I need it for work. I need to get it together. Like it's just too much stress for me. Like I'm just falling behind. Like I was like, I can't. Besides the point.
Wait, no. Not even besides the point.
It makes your point, I guess. Like people are just complaining over just like
But they'll get used to it. They got it.
A Facebook change.
Times
People
are
were just
changing.
going
Yeah.
crazy over just a Facebook change.
Yeah, and actually, so that's not even the latest change. The latest change in the social media world is Twitter added something called fleets, and they're literally stories. And it's like, come on! Like after all, everyone's like, we've been asking for you to give us the edit option for tweets, and you gave us stories. Like, come on, man, what are you doing? But anyway, but people will get used to it. Now people are already using it, right? All the influencers are using it. But actually, so
Get around to it.
I didn't want to lose that. Besides the point story that you're talking about, how those girls were talking on their phone and stuff.
Yeah.
That was a mini segment that I wanted to bring up, and then I want to pass it off to you. But the top bruh moment that I've had this week, where I was like, "Come on, what are you doing?" I for work, so I'm not even doing this at my leisure. For work, I had to go into Deluxe Paints, which if you're not Canadian or you exist in a world where Deluxe Paints doesn't exist, it's a paint store. I don't even think I have to describe that. It's like it's in the name. So I go into this paint store, I give them a can, I say, hey, can you guys duplicate this? They're like, sure. It's going to take 15, 20 minutes. I'm like, all right, fine. So I leave the store to hang out in my car because I'm not going to wait in the store for 20 minutes, right? The longer you stay in a ventilated space, the more at risk you are. So I go in my car, chill in there, literally because it's cold. And then 20 minutes pass of me being on my phone. I get out, go back into the place. I'm like, all right, you got the paint for me? And the original employee that was helping me out wasn't there anymore. And so I'm kind of looking around. And then I see somebody, an employee, start walking towards me because they just started their shift, I guess. And I'm like, hey, excuse me, I'm here for paint. And they're like, oh, sorry, what was that? And they had their mask down, so their nose was completely exposed. And they said, oh, sorry, what was that? And just like went right up to me like this, like right up to my ear. I was like,
you're
get the
making
fuck
me
away
like
from me.
honestly right now you're making me like nauseous. Like oh
I wanted to punch the person. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, what world do you exist in? And they're like, sorry, what was that? And I'm like, a paint. There's a paint here. Can you find the employee I was dealing with? Like, I was told to come back in 20 minutes. And they're like, okay, and they left. And I was like, that's the closest someone came to me, where I was like, I'm not a violent person, but I would have like shoved them. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, that was Hades. That was psychological torture.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like, are these people?
Nobody gives a shit about their lives. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Nobody cares. No one's following the rules.
I'm praying for you.
Anyway, so I'm either asymptomatic or I don't have it, but fuck me. Like that was so stressful where I was like, bruh, like come on, dude. What the fuck are you doing? You're an employee here. What are you doing? But anyway.
It's nuts with the it's this or it's down or it's
Yeah, it's always like yeah. It's rough.
It's coughing. Can you imagine this? Coughing, but moving the mask to cough.
Yo, I know. I've heard about how people are doing that. Yeah, because they're like, I don't want my mask to have all this snot and mucus in it. It's like it's supposed to stop the snot and mucus, and now you're just exploded it out into the room. You fucking psycho.
Oh, it's funny, right? Because it's so funny because we're in a red zone now too here in Hamilton.
Yeah. And any day now, Toronto is going beyond red into full on lockdown.
Yeah, like, because nobody cares. I already remember. I felt so bad. Like I felt so bad. Like last podcast because I was just going off because I'm like, this makes no sense. Like nothing makes sense. But like it's like how
fucking nuts, man.
How can you make people like go into quarantine again though? Like I don't know. Is that possible?
Because
people don't care.
You charge them. You charge them. That's how you do it. You charge people. You say it's a lockdown. Fuck you. Make a fascist state. I don't give a shit anymore. Just do it. Have people on the streets with guns. I mean, obviously, don't do that. But like, yeah.
See, that ain't gonna happen though.
Only by force will people stay inside.
Like, yeah, I was listening to the radio. The radio is juicy every morning. Ooh, is it
Right,
juicy?
right.
It's
They're
just
like,
on
numbers are up,
fire.
new record, new record.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I mentioned this, but like I said, 2020 needs to let me out. Let me out. I can walk.
Yeah.
I'm walking from here on out.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
want to
Go
go the
into a
rest of
freezing
this
state.
ride.
Yeah.
Want to get off. It is just chaos. Like, and then you're telling me what? Like I was listening to it was saying that we're going into an intense lockdown where until December like 22nd or something.
Well, what? Oh, right before Christmas? Nah, bro.
Something like
Christmas
this.
is canceled. No,
I just
no,
wish.
no.
I
Come on.
swear. I swear. That's what it said.
That's
Like we
not how
have to look.
reality works.
We'll have to
Yeah.
fact check that.
Yeah.
And but I swear, this morning I was just saying that we're going into a complete lockdown until December 20. Oh, there's oh
But then the
it was
lockdown goes
the
away because
flying. It was
shopping.
flying. It was flying.
Flying.
It was
Dude,
flying.
that's how it's gonna be a super spreader.
It was
Oh,
flying.
but we'll let you guys fly after the 22nd. So everyone's gonna get on a plane to go to their families.
Doesn't make any sense. That's what I'm saying. It's like why would they? Why
It's
wouldn't
insane.
you just not for the whole? It doesn't. It just I don't know. It's hard to explain because
Yeah.
if anything, it should have already. I don't know. I'm like I just feel like I'm
Just had
exhausted.
a lot,
I'm
just
exhausted
exacerbated.
about. I'm
Yeah,
exhausted or
like
like
fuck it,
talking
fuck
about
it.
it because
Yeah,
it's like
hands up. Forget about it.
there's no end and there's no like
No. There's no
beginning
bright
to
light
it.
at the end of the tunnel.
It
I mean, there's a
seems that
bright light at the end of my tunnel, but yeah, for
it's
everyone
just
else, hell no.
like so like going on a little lighter note.
Yes.
I have just a couple little things set up here
Yeah, yeah, of
for
course.
you. It's not like anything like intense. It's just like some jokes.
What do you got? Yeah.
It's just
Oh my
something
God.
lighter because like I just felt like last week I was so intense and so like serious and like I was like okay this week let me just go a little lighter like
Sure. Yeah.
so it's nothing like crazy it's just like all right so here we go.
Here we go.
Can I get like a little just kidding. Okay, all right, so this one is just like okay so then this one is just relating to what we were talking about prior. It's
Yeah.
about an ant. So
Okay.
why don't ants ever get sick?
I don't know. Why don't they?
Because they have little antibodies.
Oh my God. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Yep.
Is there something that you need to tell the audience? Have you recently become a father? Because that dad joke is killing it.
Right?
Yeah,
Dads,
yeah.
get your pen and paper right now.
Oh my God. Yeah. Can I tell you a joke? Can we intersplice the jokes?
Of course.
Or I only have one.
Course.
Okay.
Wait, only one?
Yeah, yeah. Well, only one appropriate one. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Europe.
Europe who?
No Europoo.
Ew.
That's all I
That's
got. Yeah, yeah.
gross.
It's
That's
very, very
gross.
childish, but yeah.
Do you know what's interesting too is thing about jokes is I find that like whenever you need a joke, like when you're on the spot for a joke, like I don't ever have any. Like I don't know any jokes.
No, no, man. Growing up from the 90s to the 2000s,
The
all I
jokes
know are the worst jokes in the world. Like pedophile jokes, racist jokes, anti-Semitic jokes, sexist jokes. All of the worst of humanity are the only jokes that people told me growing up. The only one I got is the "you're a poo." That's it.
that's it? That's why when
That's
you
all.
said one, I was like, one?
That's it. That's all.
How are we interchanging if it's just one? You
So we
say one
won't.
and that's
Just one and done. Yeah. And now I pass it off to you
it.
again. Yeah. I'll contribute with one, and then I pass it off to you.
Oh my gosh, they're so funny. Okay. Here's another one. Okay. Okay. What do you get from a pampered cow?
I don't know.
Spoiled milk.
Oh boy. Da-dum. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very good. Oh my God, that just reminded me of one.
Good. Yep. Here we
Okay,
go.
so I know. Okay,
We're
so now I
interchanging,
am actually
people.
now
We're
we're
interchanging.
interchanging. Okay, okay. So I have this cup here. Oh, wow, you really can't see it. Oh my God, I'm gone.
Visible. Oh my
Whoa.
gosh.
Okay, so I
Here.
have an
Have
imaginary
the
cup in
space.
my hand, right? I have space in my hand.
Okay.
Okay. So one day, the wife comes home from work, and the husband's sitting there, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And he's got a cup full of cheese. And he's going like this with the cup full of cheese. And she's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm trying to make milk." And he's like, "How are you trying to make milk by doing that? What are you doing?" He's going pasteurized. Pasteurized.
Oh. Oh my.
Yeah, really rough, really rough. There's some old school dad jokes. There you go. Now that's it. Now that's all I got.
That one was
Yeah.
that one was funny.
Nice. Okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I didn't come up with any of these jokes. These are all jokes I've heard. But yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Pastor Az, baby. That's how you do it. I didn't mean to derail this though.
It's
This is
just
your
such
joke
a
section.
stupid joke. I just love
Yeah.
like I don't know why some jokes they just hit. They just are like
They just land.
that
Yeah.
is so like when you did it the second time, I was like, okay, that makes so much sense.
Yeah. Punalicious, right?
Oh my god. Wow, okay.
Yeah, didn't mean to derail though. This is joke
What do you
time.
mean derail? What does that mean? Aren't they jokes?
Yeah,
They're
that's
just
true.
rapper
Yeah.
jokes.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
funny, they're not funny. Most
That's true.
jokes aren't funny.
That's
Isn't
true.
that the thing?
That's how
Most
it
jokes
works.
aren't funny. Yeah, jokes
Yeah.
aren't supposed to
Yeah.
be funny,
It's
but it's
rare if
like
they
the funny thing about them is they're not funny. Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
find it funny to watch like some comedians and just like not laugh. It's so funny because you're not laughing.
God.
It's funny.
Right. Yeah. You cringe watch
This
it.
is funny.
Yeah.
This is so not funny. It's funny.
Oh my God. Just hate watching stand-up specials.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Nice.
this one
Yeah.
kind of relates to okay, what we were just talking about because you're just not okay. So why
Yeah.
aren't koalas actually bears?
Why not?
Because they don't meet the koalifications.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Okay,
That's good.
here's another one.
Yeah.
What did one toilet say to the other?
I have literally no idea. What?
You look flushed.
Oh my God. Yep. All right.
It's just like,
Got a hand in
what
the
else
towel.
could a toilet really say to another toilet though?
Bro, I don't know.
Like
It's
you got
because yeah,
shit.
it's gonna
You got
be a
shit in your
pun.
mouth.
Yeah, yeah. Quit talking shit. Yeah.
Quit talking shit. True. There we go. We
Yeah.
just made our own joke up. There's
Nice.
one, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
What kind of
hilarious.
cheese isn't yours?
Wait,
Do you know that
what
one?
I was gonna
What
say
kind of
wait.
cheese isn't yours?
Oh, nacho cheese.
That's right.
Am
That's
I
right. You
right?
got it.
Yes.
Hey.
That's funny. Okay.
Cool.
Do you know any
Yeah.
other? Wait, so that was yours?
I guess I keep intersplicing. I don't mean to.
Wow, you're good. See, remember, we're going
Oh
back
my
and
God.
forth.
All of a sudden, my brain's just picking up
It's
all
just like,
this old stuff.
see, it
Yeah.
just comes out of nowhere. Okay.
Yeah.
What happens to a frog's car when it breaks down?
Ooh. I don't know. I don't know. No idea.
It gets towed away.
Oh my God. All right. All right. Yeah. That's a pass. That's close. Different species, but that's a pass. Yeah. Gets towed. Yeah. Oh my God.
Joe, what do you get when you cross a snowman with a vampire?
I don't know. I can't even think about it. I have no idea.
Frostbite.
Frostbite. Okay. Yeah. 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 Oh my God. It's good. It's good. Yeah, that's fine. Frostbite.
It's so funny because they're not funny. You're just like, yep, frost.
God damn it. I want to walk away. No, but it's good. No, the weird thing is I love puns, but it's just like,
They're just so
yeah, it's a love
bad.
hate. Yeah, they're just so bad that they're good. Yeah. Oh my God.
Where do beef burgers go to dance?
Beef burgers go to dance. Something to do with patty? I don't know what.
The meatball.
The meatball. All right. Yeah. Yep. 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 Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. That's
I don't
good.
know why for me this is so funny because it's just it's like being at a party and someone telling jokes and you're just like Like,
they're like, what are you what are you gonna
and
do?
they're dying at the jokes. They're dying at the
Yeah.
jokes. They're just like, and you're just like, it's like
Yeah.
when someone's telling a joke and you're like, or like someone's telling a story almost, and you're just like,
Yeah. And you're like,
yeah, you're just, and
yeah.
you've said like,
Just go, I
like
acknowledge
14
this.
times. You're like,
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
okay, last one.
There's a meme about that. Yeah.
Okay, last one. Last one. Okay, what does the left eye say to the right eye?
The left eye say to the right eye. I don't know, like don't cross me? What is it?
Between you and me, something smells.
All right. Yeah. 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 That's right. Yep.
It's like
So
it's like you're waiting for the room to like.
We're like, ah!
I'm just picturing like people as like a cocktail like party, just like he's good. Like
Yeah, they all got their cocktails in
in the
hand.
background, like
Wait.
who is this guy? Is he a comedian?
Yeah, is he hired on?
Oh my god.
Okay, I remembered one more. I remember one more. Okay.
I'm done. Okay.
Um, what
Oh.
what is Whitney Houston's favorite coordination? And I.
What is Whitney Houston's favorite?
Coordination. Hand
Oh,
eye.
hand.
Yeah. All right. Now I'm done. That's it. That's all I got. That's actually all I got. That's actually it. That's all I got. I'm done. I'm done. It's over.
What?
It's over.
Where did you know?
I did just online. I just read that somewhere. The beautiful world of the internet, baby.
Oh my
Man, I swear, it's got to be somebody's job to come up with this stuff. Like, why are people coming up with all this shit?
I can't. I'm literally crying right now. I can't stop thinking about the song now because I'm just
That's
picturing
all
that
you'll
one
hear.
song, that one part.
What's her favorite coordination? Yeah.
Because she's saying,
No offense to,
it's so
our
funny
co-
because right away I'm thinking like, okay, Bobby Brown, like what that ain't. Anyways, but
Yeah.
it's just so funny because the it's 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 and I. That's why it's funny.
Panda.
But then just saying hand eye. Oh my!
Yeah, I didn't mean to make you cry, man. When a joke lands, you
I'm
know it.
literally weak. I'm literally like my knee. I'm like slapping my knee
Oh
down
my
here.
god.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm,
Okay, but that's it. That's all I got. That's all I
that
got.
is.
Yeah. Yeah, I can go home happy now. That's good.
Yeah, like you're literally leaving the party like I got him good.
I can successfully
You're
die
leaving the
now.
party like I got
My
him good
life
on
is
that one.
complete.
That's
Yeah,
a good one.
exactly.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
That is just.
Yeah, it's a strong one.
Oh my goodness.
But okay. All
I'm
right.
so done. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Continue. I'm
No, that's okay. Wait.
so
Okay. So speaking of jokes, speaking of fun times, speaking of no regrets. One topic that I want to ask is what is the worst thing that you've done that you do not regret? And so I already got mine.
Don't regret. Hmm?
Yeah, the worst thing where you're like, ooh, I'm bad, but like you don't regret it at all. So the worst thing that I've ever done that I don't regret, because I regret a lot. I mean, holy shit, right? They tell you no regrets is the best way to live, whatever. But like, I'm a guilty motherfucker, right? I feel bad about a lot of shit. But one thing I do not regret is back when I was 17, I did this thing called Blythe Academy, which is like this Toronto thing where they send you off to like a country over the summer to take a program. And for whatever reason, my parents signed me up for this. They didn't sign up my older brother. They didn't sign up my younger brother. They just wanted to get rid of me, I guess. I have no idea why. But they sent me off to France to learn English. Very strange. Don't understand what the hell's going on. But I'm like,
Okay.
I'm in for the ride, I guess. I mean, fuck
Okay.
yeah, I'll take a free trip to France. So they sent me to France for a month, and I made friends with other people that were there that are like from Toronto, right? I'm like the outsider, right? Everybody's from Toronto. So I make friends with all these people. One of them,
Okay.
I won't give his last name, but his first name's David. And
Okay.
we, me, him, and like 7 or 8 other guys started this thing where if one of us fell asleep during the day, because we would get drunk really fucking hard, or we would smoke hash or do anything to fuck ourselves up, and then
Okay.
we'd pass out like during the day because we're so exhausted or hungover or whatever.
Okay.
And then as soon as one person went to sleep, the other
Okay.
people would fuck with them. And so
Oh
what happened
no.
to me was I ended up passing out at like 2 p.m. Like I went back to the hotel and everyone else was like still out and about. But then they noticed that I went back, so they secretly started collecting like walnuts or something. They like were just finding something at the base of a tree and they started collecting all this shit. And then I went to sleep and then they slowly opened the door and I'm like on the top bunk and they just started like whipping me with all these like nuts. And they're like, oh, and just
Wow.
got me. And I was like, oh, motherfucker. Yeah, just a very rude awakening. I didn't have any bruises or anything, but just very rude awakening. But they only get you once, right? So it's not like this is some kind of like toxic masculine kind of thing. It was more of just like a christening where it's like everybody gets pranked once, right?
Okay. Yep. Fair enough.
So this one guy, David, he goes to sleep a little early, right? And he makes sure to
Okay.
lock his room, even though I share the room with him. But
Okay.
I have a key to get in. So all of us know that he went to sleep at like 10:30 or something, and we're all still wide awake and we're all crunk. And me and this other guy, and we have
Love
we have a
that.
video of it. I'm not going to show the video, right?
Okay.
Because I did not ask this guy. I didn't get his permission, but I still have the video to this day. I go, hey, my name's Joe, and I'm gonna fuck this guy's shit up. And he's like recording it, and it's kind of like a punk thing. And we open the
Okay.
door,
This is so
and
me.
he's got the light on me. Yeah, and I literally just 5-starred his naked back because it was in the summertime and he had his shirt off. And then he literally didn't wake up. Or no, no, no. I think I slapped him in the
Ouch.
face first and he didn't wake up. And then I 5-starred him in the back as hard as I could. And then he finally woke
Ouch.
up. And he was like, you motherfucker. I was like freaking out. Oh my God. So good. So like
Ouch.
because we're all doing it like I
So
don't
you
know. I
felt
don't know. It's hard
bad,
to
but it's
describe.
like you didn't really. It's like you
But
felt
I do
good, but at the
not
same
regret
time, it
it.
was funny. You don't regret it. It was just
It
like
was like
fun.
what I did was wrong and I wouldn't do it to anybody else ever again. But yeah, that's the ultimate like bad thing I did that I have no regret doing.
Okay.
Like I love that. That's like a core happy memory in my life. Is 5-starring this guy because it's just so funny, you know. It's like
Okay.
innocent fun versus like pranking someone and they
Wow.
actually don't enjoy it, you know.
That is really like. Ouch. Did he have like a
Devious as fuck.
bruise after?
It's a 5-star, so yeah, he had my handprint on his back for like a week.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. It's rough. Rough living.
There was a okay, so there was this time where like it's really hard for me to say because like
Right.
if this person were to see this, they would know instantly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm just gonna try to like really sum it up super quick, where like they may
Sure,
not
sure.
know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the
But
best way.
essentially, I was staying with I was staying with a friend essentially,
Mhm.
and
Gotta get rid
I feel so like it's weird because it's like
like a band-aid.
so okay, so staying with a friend, the friend has like somebody living upstairs. So it's like they live in a giant house, but it's like separated into three different separate apartments.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. A triplex or something.
Yeah, it's that.
Yeah,
But like let's just say it's a fiveplex because
yeah.
whatever, okay? So this person now also has somebody else that is staying with them. So
Yeah.
it's like two people have people staying with them essentially,
Full
right?
house.
So like I'm downstairs, they're upstairs, they have somebody staying with them, and I'm staying downstairs with my friend.
Yeah.
And there was an altercation with the person upstairs. So like I know the other person from
Yeah.
like other situations from being just like in the public and like serving and stuff like this. And sometimes things with serving and like being a waiter and all this stuff, just you could just I don't know, just it is what it is. Like I see a lot of people, so I know
Yeah.
the
Part of
person.
the job.
I know the person. They see me multiple times. We've spoken before, text
Yeah.
messages, all this jazz. Where it's like whatever. I just don't associate myself with that person because they're not a nice person.
Fuck
They
'em.
left like bad reviews on like the rest. It's
Oh, what a
just stupid
dick.
things where they're just
Yeah,
like.
yeah,
Anyways, besides the point. One day I come to my car,
yeah.
and there's like it seems like a sandwich. Well, it is a sandwich because it's like cheese and stuff smeared on my car.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So
Yes.
I then confront my friend about it, and it just I think that's maybe what kind of it's not even just that specifically, but it was just like, how do you know it was them? Da, 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 da.
Like,
It was
who
kind of a
else would
lot
it
of
be?
that. It's like, but it was
Right.
them. Trust me, I know
Yeah.
it was them.
Yeah.
Trust
Yeah.
me, I know. It was like they were just kind of like, yeah. I don't think they believed me. Essentially, it was just like,
Right. Right. You're on your own.
I
Yeah.
was on my own basically, but I was like,
Yeah.
I know they did it.
Yeah.
I know they did it.
You're on a mission.
I then counted down the days till I was leaving that place.
Right.
And not in like a bad way, but like on just in my mind where it's like,
Yeah, you want to be relieved.
they think they're gonna have the last laugh. Oh, don't you worry.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like I'm like, okay, so all good. We're chilling.
Yeah.
A month maybe goes by,
Right.
and on my very last night, which is really bad, and this is how I knew like I had a drinking problem, obviously, but I got super drunk.
Right.
And so bad. I went home, and then I wrote like this like note.
Yeah.
And I just like put it on her door.
Yeah.
And I waited till like late at night, and then I banged on her door, like banged on it like
snap.
so hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I kept doing it. So like
You just held it there, banging. Yeah.
I would have like one door open downstairs. I would bang really hard on the door.
Yeah.
And run downstairs into my
Car and just drive off.
No,
Or... No. So you stayed.
Yeah, I'm in a triplex still. So
Yeah.
I'm still like hiding in there.
Love it. Yeah. Nicky Nine Door, but it's the same house.
But I'm still like saying stuff like come out. Like you come out. Like I'm saying stuff. Come out, come out, like all this stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, nobody comes out, nothing.
Yeah.
Next morning,
yeah.
Police, locks are being changed. She fled her apartment through like the back window.
Oh my god, what, she thought it was like a robber?
Yeah, she thought people like trying to like break into her house and like kill her.
Yeah.
So she like went out the back door, called her like friends, all this stuff, drove all to her mom's house, and then
wow.
My friend confronted me about it, and I feel really bad. I feel like I should probably
what?
Because
well, just use this episode.
At the end of the day, I do not regret it at all. I was like, that's what you fucking get.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't give a damn, bitch. I'm not the one.
That's right.
And it's not just her. It was both of them. They're both bitches.
Damn. What, even the person who held you there? Yeah.
Because no, not the person. No. That person is
okay, just a different name. Yeah.
The people like
Yeah.
I do not regret that one bit though. But I was like, that's what you get. That's what you get. Wasting a fucking sandwich, dude. Like, there's people that are starving in the world, and you're going to waste a sandwich on.
And give me bad reviews.
Try, but
yeah,
I'm not the one. Really, I'm not. That's how I know that I like for sure. The guilt I had after, like, when my friend confronted me about it, and I was like, no, I didn't do it. That's how I knew that I was like, okay, that's like one of the signs where it's like, okay, you're lying to friends. You're like, that's how I knew that was one of the signs. But I don't regret doing it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't regret doing it. I just regret like kind of keeping it from my friend and just like the guilt, that part. Yeah. I regret, which I can still condemn. There's always time. There's always time. Of course.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's always time.
Absolutely.
So when I'm ready and I can get to that point, I can say, and that she knows whatever, but
yeah.
It's more for me. I have to come to the confront it myself, and then once I confront it for myself, I can confront her about it and say, you know what, I apologize for the way that went down, but I don't apologize for, you know what I mean?
The act. Yeah.
Yeah, I really do not. I really
She got what she fucking deserved.
She deserved it. They fucking deserved it.
That's right. Get it. Get some.
Yeah, literally. Nice. I went in. I had a whole plan, everything, and I just counted down the days. I was like, every day I was like, oh, they think they're funny, huh? Oh, we'll see who's gonna. And then it's funny because then I moved, right? And then that's it. They'll never see me ever again. Done.
Yeah, straight up.
Don't forget that location anymore. It's a done deal.
Yeah.
Bye.
So,
yeah.
Amazing.
Leaving city.
Right. That's right. Wipe your hands of this.
It was nice to know you.
That's right.
Get that dirt off your shoulder. Fun using the escape route that wasn't built in your back.
Yeah. Nice. Got him. Hell yeah.
That's how I roll.
No regrets. That's the way to live. But yeah, nice. Yes.
Just like nice.
I condone that message. If ever I was in that scenario, yeah. I'd be like,
Right.
good for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, it's just the way it is. But that's
Yeah.
probably the only thing that really I can think of that I'm like,
Regret free. Yeah. Because yeah, I mean, I got shit tons of stuff that I regret, but yeah, yeah, definitely regret free. 5 star baby. Yep. And it's funny how both of us were drunk when we did that thing. It's almost
yeah.
like that has something to do with it. Like our inhibitions were a little
It's
lowered, right?
crazy how we were both drunk. That is a great point because I literally didn't
Interesting
want to. I
observation.
honestly kind of honestly wanted to leave that out, but it's like, but then why would he be acting like crazy like this? But it's like, no, because I was
I was
wasted.
fucking drunk. Yeah, yeah. Nice. Yeah.
Exactly.
So there you
Yeah.
go. We're better people now, but it's part of human nature, right? To make mistakes in order to learn. So here we are, right? Yeah. I mean, we could still do something insane like that, but there'd be less of an excuse. Just as a sober person running around making mistakes, 5 starring people in the middle of the
Oh my
night.
God. I
Yeah.
would be like,
I
that
do
happened to
wonder
me. I'd
though,
be dead. I'd be
like,
like, are you serious?
yeah, yeah, that's what he,
I'd be
yeah, he
dead.
did that just
My
a little
body wouldn't be able
stronger.
to handle it. I would die.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, yeah, hopefully not. But yo, so I do wonder, like, am I gonna do any crazy party shit again?
Mm.
Because like I don't drink
Maybe
anymore,
not to that
but
extent.
I'm still no, but like if the circumstance allowed it, like if I was like staying in a obviously post COVID vaccine everything, if ended up in a scenario where like I was in a hotel with like a bunch of other guys or like guys and girls, but we were pulling pranks on each other, and then everyone was drunk, and I was just hanging out with them drunk and playing cards or whatever, would I still go into the other room and 5 star dude for a prank?
Yeah. Why not?
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah. I can think I'm still
Yeah.
rambunctious.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
the fact that I don't
I
regret
was.
it to this
Do
day
you know
means
what
I
I?
probably
Okay. Do you know what I really kind of like is so sad is
what?
I think about that for your birthday because I'm like we
What do you
didn't
mean?
even get because like for your birthday I didn't get to
Right,
celebrate your birthday because like so much
right.
stuff kind of went down.
Wait, but I didn't celebrate yours either, right?
Well, mine was like in the real heart of like COVID. Mine was
Yeah, yeah, but
like
I guess that's a good point. Lockdown happened at the end of March, and my birthday started at the beginning of April, so that was kind of bad timing.
yeah,
But
because like didn't you have something planned?
I originally had a party that I
Yeah.
was going to invite everybody to, yeah, and it was going to be a great time. But I just moved it to next year, and I'm probably going to have to move
And
it
that's
again.
where I'm just like I always think about that. I'm just like, oh, that's so sad that like that had to happen because it's like
Yeah,
I
but
was
hey,
thinking that it would be like that would be honestly the first time that I like went to a party that like
yeah,
a sober person was having that like is my friend now. It's like and I was
yeah,
thinking about
yeah,
that today too because I was like talking
yeah,
about how because I got out of the shower around like 11 o'clock, 11
yeah,
whatever. And then you messaged me, so I'm thinking, okay, he wants to do one right away. Okay, I can get ready. Like, I gotta do
right,
a coffee, gotta get ready.
yeah.
Boom, gotta do an outfit, gotta turn on all this stuff. That should take me about like 15, 20 minutes.
Mm.
Great, we're good to go. But then you're like, oh, like I wanna go shower too. I was like, oh, great, now I got time to flick the bean.
Yo, you message me that. I'm like,
But
yeah, man, I'll do whatever you want. Yeah.
But speaking of that, I'm just like, okay, so I have an extra half an hour, whatever, flick the bean. I was thinking, we've been friends for like over like a year, almost a year. Like I think
We're
over a year
closing in.
now.
No, no, no.
Or a
So
year? Is it a
it
year yet?
started in December, the beginning of December. So we're
Oh,
almost there.
okay. See, honestly, I
Yeah,
thought
we're
we
closing
just
in.
like hit. I thought it was honestly October, and we hit over
Mm.
October because I don't remember there like being snow on the ground when we met at the coffee shop. I don't
There
remember it
wasn't.
being
There
like
wasn't yet.
snow, so I'm
No, no,
thinking
no.
it
There
was like
wasn't.
now. Damn it. Okay.
We're
But
closing
so I
in
was
though. Yeah.
thinking, you're a friend that I literally speak to almost every week,
Yeah. Straight up. Yeah.
right? So it's
Yeah.
like, you don't care if I'm flicking the bean. I'm gonna get that done
Go
quick. Cool.
ahead.
Hey, how's it
Okay.
going?
Yeah.
What's up? Now we do a podcast. We're good.
That's right.
After this, I go make something to eat. I relax, then have a nap. Hello. Ain't nobody
Bang.
got time.
Bingo.
Quarantine
Bango. Have
life.
a good time. Quarantine life, baby.
And like I'm
Hashtag
an
flicking the
oversharer,
bean.
so like
Quarantine.
I overshare everything. So it's like at this point where it's
Why
like,
not?
he's my friend. He can know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's where I that
Yeah.
but that I was
It's
just relating that to like
the no
just
regrets.
me
I'm
being
still
an
acting crazy.
overshare. Like I overshare
Yeah.
things. So I'm like, but I don't overshare with that many people because I don't have that many friends. But it's like, wow, a year.
Yeah, we got to. Yeah, literally, like the only sad thing is that we haven't seen each other since March or even a little bit before then, right? Because I don't remember the last podcast we did before the
Yeah,
lockdown
it was just like yeah, it was
in
March, literally.
February or March.
Like
Yeah,
April. As soon as April hit, I had to
it
like
was like hell no.
go into like a different type of mode because
Yeah,
all my businesses like within like a week were like we just have to stop.
right. Yeah, It's
So,
crazy. It's crazy to think about.
yeah, I
Bro.
had like maybe like 6 or 8 clients where it was like their income was coming in, but it's like I had to save all that, then think fast, like get on
Right.
anybody or anything, stack up a little bit, and then now I can like rest. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Rest on.
Quarantine's rough for everybody. It's just people
Yeah.
are losing
Yeah.
jobs and things like this where it's like I created my job. And even
Yeah.
with this, one day I said we'll be getting enough views where it's like we're gonna keep getting better and better.
Yeah.
Going over like the Instagram and things like that. You can find us on Instagram at JD Streams.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
it's so interesting seeing the little bit of production happening right from one project to the next and seeing how it
Yeah, man.
like you mentioned the umbrella. I like to think of like Resident Evil, the umbrella
Yo,
corporation.
literally, that's
Every
what I
time,
think of when I say that.
every
When I
time,
say umbrella, all I think of is Resident Evil, which is so funny
right?
because it's like
Um,
that's the term though. That's like a company term. But yeah,
yeah, it's crazy, but it's just like insane how like much can happen in like such a short amount of time. You just never know what could happen, and like
yeah,
you want to be in this. It's so funny because you always say you want to be in the entertainment industry. So does
yeah,
Aiden, and you never know. Like we want. I personally, I'm super into like high production. I like things being
yeah,
like high end, high production, looking good. So I'm always constantly wanting to advance and be better.
yeah.
And I just know that we can like just get there. And like
Hell
I
yeah.
have a really like cool idea about like starting something, and like I can't wait to kind of branch that off with you
Yes,
and yada yada yada.
absolutely.
But
Well,
that's
yeah,
just
yeah.
I don't like
We'll let the
talking about it.
audience guess what that's gonna be.
Yeah, I don't
But
like
yeah,
talking about it
yeah,
until it happens. I have like a thing about that.
yeah.
But also want to mention,
Yes.
we created a new cover for JD Streams,
That's right.
and essentially it looks like this actually,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and I will send it to you, and we will come out with it on episode 5, guys. We'll unleash it on episode 5. So
Nice.
you'll see the current one that's up. It's super like fun, cute, playful. But we have another one that's gonna be coming, and maybe you'll see that. I'll let you know when you see Joe.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
a little
yeah.
surprise
We'll
for
see.
episode 5, guys, because they said we
What?
wouldn't make it to episode 2. Here we are. Hi guys.
That's
How's it
right.
going?
They said we wouldn't make
Hour
it. They
15
said
minutes.
we were dead at one. Fuck yeah, we made it, baby. No regrets. Suck it. Yeah. Yeah. So here we are. What are you gonna do? What? Oh no! That's the Russians. They're coming to throw me out the airlock shaft. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Darren, help! I gotta go! No!
Y'all, amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Yo, Hail Mary, full of grace. I don't know the rest. What else do y'all do when y'all scared? Did y'all have that moment when you were in like the basement attic or like the basement?
All right, we can cut it.
And you're running so scared because it's so dark, and you're just like this. No one better catch me, or you guys have had that moment. That was me, yo. I always used to say, if any witch or anything is trying to grab me, I'm kicking them in the face. I want them to grab me so I can break their face. I always used to say that. That's how you know.
I've seen prank videos of people like jumping out of like a dumpster scaring someone, and then the person just clocks them in the face.
Yeah, it's like you want to get like I was just mentioning how like you're just getting kidnapped, all this stuff, you're getting dragged. So I just started praying. I was like, I don't need, and then I started praying. I didn't know any prayer.
Dear Lord, baby Jesus,
Oh my God, it's
1
so
ounce, 3 pounds. And they're like, you know, Jesus grew up, right? I like the baby Jesus better.
So
See baby Jesus in the manger. Can barely speak. He's just talking gibbery-Jew, going. Like, I like to picture Jesus with a Texas T-shirt tie. That way it says like I'm professional, but I also like to party.
just got one of those at Rocket. Wait, I don't think those exist anymore. Rock Universes.
I don't know if they exist. It's been so long since I've been to one.
Like, they changed them. They're something else.
Oh yeah, different name.
Like Spencer's or like Hot Topic. You can get those at.
Right? Yeah.
I forget what I was gonna say now prior to this, but yeah. Anyways, we're good, guys. I hope you guys
We're
enjoyed
good.
this episode. We're gonna
That's right.
sign off, and yeah. See you for episode 3. We had an amazing time. You know how it is.
Oh, yeah.
Please comment down below. We want to know what you guys think of this. And like,
Yeah. What the hell's going on? Where's the
Just,
audience
like-
at? Give us a holla. Say what up. Give us a thumbs
yeah,
up.
let
Say
us know
what
what
up.
you guys
You
think.
know.
Like the
Yeah,
feedback is like the best, and like we want to
Yeah.
just like love like every week having something to listen to, and so we
Yeah.
want to just keep it consistent for you guys and keep it flowing, keep it popping. You know how we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have yourself a good week.
Yeah. Bye.